Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you with a update this morning. And it's a story that I wanted to keep my eye on, and apparently y'all want to keep your eye on too because y'all have found this update and have sent me the update to this story. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, guys. Remember, I did a few days ago the story about the young lady, 8-year-old Sophia Mason. Okay, the meats and potatoes of the story is to refresh some of your memories for people who may not have been following the story. But let me do a recap. We got an 8-year-old girl out of Hayward. They say Hayward, but then they say Merced too. Merced. Somebody says Merced, but for what I'm hearing people saying, it's Merced. Well, however it go, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've been following the story. But out of Hayward in California, 8-year-old Sophia Mason. Here how the story goes. The mother, Samantha Johnson, reported her missing. Same shit as always. Reported her missing. Kind of find out, I guess they found holes to the story. They went to go search the boyfriend's house, which is Dante Jackson, who you see down there. They went and searched his house and found the body in his house. Well, Dante Johnson found out they searched his house and he went on the run. Well, the update that we had today, guys, is with a heavy heart. I'm here to tell y'all that the body has been identified as this young baby, Sophia Mason. The body has been identified by the coroner that it is the little baby's body. All right. So without further ado, let's get right into this. I'm gonna let y'all hear what's going on. Let's go.
That her body was found in a Merced home. Her mother is now in custody, accused of killing her, and the search continues for the mother's boyfriend. Our crime reporter Henry Lee is here now with the very latest on this very sad case. Henry.
Jana, a cousin tells me this little girl had been neglected and abused and that relatives sounded the alarm with social workers. She says it's too late for Sophia, but that they hope other children in similar situations can be saved.
We are collectively as a family devastated, sad, and I think numb and in a state of disbelief.
The body of a child was found inside this home in Merced. Melissa Harris believes it's that of her 8-year-old cousin, Sophia Mason.
There's a mixed bag of emotions, of course, because Samantha, her mother, is our family member also. And we love her. We love Sophia, but also Sophia is an innocent victim in all of this.
Sophia's mother, Samantha Johnson, has been arrested on suspicion of murder. Johnson's boyfriend, Dante Jackson, is wanted for the same crime. He's still on the run. Jackson is not the girl's father, but lives in the Merced home where a child's body was found. Merced police would not say how the child was killed or what role the couple allegedly played in the death. But about a week ago, Johnson called her mother and made a disturbing comment, according to Harris.
And she said, "Next time I see you, Mom, it'll just be me and you like it used to be."
The girl's aunt says Johnson was jealous of the attention her daughter got from the family.
She was very happy, and she was very almost jovial and joyous about the fact that she could be with her mother again without having Sophia present.
The family believes
Jealous of the attention that an 8-year-old was getting. Jealous of the attention that an 8-year-old was getting. Are you fucking kidding me? But no, they're not, because we just spoke about this before, about how mothers get jealous of their children, or let alone their daughters. I ain't never just really heard of a man got jealous of his son because the attention he was getting. Not saying that there aren't any stories out there that men are getting jealous of their son, but it hardly ever come across my desk. Let's continue.
Johnson, who is mentally ill, was involved in prostitution and moved from hotel to hotel. They say she would sometimes leave her daughter with her mother and disappear for weeks or months. About 2.5 weeks ago, Sophia spoke with her grandmother on the phone. The normally bubbly girl did not sound like herself.
She seemed very, very tired, almost drowsy, as if she were drugged. She wasn't able to string together her sentences appropriately, and that raised red flags for my aunt.
The family says they repeatedly contacted Alameda County Social Services, but say they were told little could be done because the girl was with her mother.
Hayward police tell me that Alameda County Social Services did look into at least one complaint back in 2021, but that the agency said it was unfounded. I reached out to Social Services, but a spokeswoman said she could not discuss anything because juvenile records are confidential under state law. Live in the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Henry, one quick question. Do they have any description of a vehicle or any idea of where that boyfriend's whereabouts might be?
They have not released anything about where he could be or any vehicle that he might be driving.
Okay. Henry Lee in the newsroom. Thank you.
That is so sad. That is really sad. But then they say the mom has mental issues. I guess some people could look at that and say, well, Chris, you have to understand, when they got mental issues, this is stuff that happens or whatnot. And I guess since I do the job that I do, I guess in a sense I have to understand that everybody's not in their right state of mind. But on the other hand, though, did her mental illness stop her from having a child? I guess we have to ask that question. Did her mental illness stop her from letting these random guys around her child? You have to ask that question as well, And I guess we can make this argument too that mental illness can cloud a lot of people's judgment. I can speak on this because these are the people that I work with, and a lot of stuff that they deal with, it's not too far fetched. It's not too far fetched. But the thing is, do you give them an excuse for doing things like this that they do to their child? Because she may be mentally ill, but was that dude mentally ill? All right, and he took advantage of this woman's mental illness and did what he did to her baby. We gotta look at all this stuff as well, Or some of y'all may just say, hey, maybe she's mentally ill, but doesn't mean she was incompetent. And I guess I can see that point too. Doesn't mean she was incompetent. She was well aware what she was doing. All right. But even I know a lot of people with mental illness does not get upset because their child is getting attention or somebody's getting more attention than them. So with that being said, I guess I'm trying not to be too biased about the situation. I'm trying to look at everything with this or whatnot. But rest for sure, she's not getting a pass. I'm just pointing out the things that's going on with this story that I want people to look at. Mental illness. I want people to look at the keywords mental illness. Or it could be one of the things that people just throwing it out there, because we know a lot of these story people like to throw that out there, mental illness, to try to lessen or water down what they have done to their siblings or what they have done to people, period. They use it to water it down, But this is sad. And just hearing that she did this because pretty much it's jealousy. And y'all look at the video that they showed with that baby. Y'all see that baby was full of life. She enjoyed herself. And she maybe loved her mom to death. And then the sad part you hear too, what that lady said at the end, how when the last time she talked to that child, how she responded and acting. I can imagine how that baby sounds to her. They probably broke that lady down. Okay? But here's what it said. Merced or Merced, however you want to put it. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying. But it was in California. And it's saying Hayward too. So here's what it said. The Coroner's Bureau confirmed Tuesday that the body found inside the Merced, however you, whatever. home last week is of 8-year-old Sophia Mason. The Merced County Sheriff Coroner's Office said Sophia's body was found during a search warrant at a home in the 500 block of Barclay Way in Merced. Sophia was reported missing out of Hayward. The girl's family said the girl lived at several locations around California. That's a damn shame. The family told KTVU on Monday that they believe the body was of Mason. We are collectively, as a family, devastated, sad, and I think numb and in a state of disbelief, said Melissa Harris, a cousin of the girl. I'm going to see if I can find Melissa and speak to her too. There's a mixed bag of emotion see, y'all see where I'm coming from. Everybody having mixed emotions. Of course, because Samantha, her mother, is our family member also, and we love her, Harris said. We love Sophia, but also Sophia is an innocent victim in all of this. Oh, well, I thought they were say they got mixed emotions because I'm mental illness, but I guess y'all saying because y'all got mixed emotions because that's the guys. Wow, insane. Sophia's mother, Samantha Johnson, has been arrested on suspicion of murder. Johnson's boyfriend, Dante Jackson, is wanted for the same crime. Merced police said Monday that he is still on the run. Jackson is not the girl's father, but lives in the Merced home where a child's body was found. Merced police would not say how the child was killed or what role the couple allegedly played in the death. Well, about a week ago, Johnson called her mother and made a disturbing comment, according to Harris. She said, "Next time I see you, Mom, it would just be me and you like it used to be." And you know what? And that is mental illness talk. It is, because I deal with a lot of them that actually talk to themselves, and the stuff that comes out of their mouth a lot of times. Harris said Johnson was jealous of the attention her daughter got from her family. She was jealous of the attention her daughter got from the family. Wow. Wow. She was very almost jovial, if I'm saying it right, Jovil, or jovial, however you pronounce it, and joyous about the fact that she could be with her mother again without having Sophia present, Harris said. Excuse me. The family believes Johnson, who is mentally ill, was involved in prostitution and moved from hotel to hotel. They say she would sometimes leave her daughter with her mother and disappear for months. Less than 3 weeks ago, Sophia spoke with her grandmother on the phone. The normally bubbly girl didn't sound like herself, Harris said. She seemed very, very tired, almost drowsy, as if she was drugged. And she probably was. Harris said she wasn't able to string together her sentences appropriately, and that raised red flags for my aunt. They repeatedly contacted the county social service out there, Alameda, I guess I'm saying that right. Those who stay out there, y'all correct me if I'm saying this stuff wrong. I don't mind. Y'all know I fuck up words, so I don't mind. Alameda County Social Services, but to say they were told little could be done because the girl was with her mother. Hayward police told KTVU that social workers received at least one complaint last year, but that the agency determined it was unfounded. The county agency declined to comment on Monday, saying juvenile records are confidential under the state law. Guys, this is, I don't know about y'all, but this is heavy on my heart, and I guess it hits me hard because when I did want children, I wanted a little girl. That's what I wanted. I wanted a little girl. And when I hear these stories, it's just mind-blowing to hear that this woman was actually jealous.
When you shop with your favorite retailers
Oh Lord. This woman was actually jealous of her own daughter. She was jealous of her own daughter. So that tells me that her mental illness, maybe she still had the mind of a teenager or the mind of a child. I don't know. But that is cold. And just, if I could use the word, such malice, depending on what they go come out and say what they did to this baby. You know, I could tell I lost for words, man, after hearing that part. Then to hear how the last time they spoke to her, how they said the baby was responding. This is crazy, man. This shit is crazy and fucked up. But let's hear about this fool right here. They looking for him. You know, let's hear it.
A manhunt underway in the Central Valley after a child is found dead inside a home in Merced, 50 miles north of Fresno. 8-year-old Sophia Mason had been missing for about a month. Investigators say her body was eventually found in a home on Friday. The child's mother, Samantha Johnson, was arrested in Alameda County on child neglect charges. She was then transferred and booked into the Merced County jail on murder charges late Tuesday afternoon.
In the interview with her, statements were made that seemed suspicious, so they reached out to us because there were some connections with the juvenile and the mother to this residence, and that's what led our investigators out here.
And that lead led them to this. Authorities issuing a murder warrant for Johnson's boyfriend, Dante Jackson. The suspect lives in the home where the child's body was found. Investigators are not sharing any details about what they believe may have happened to Sophia or how long she was at that home.
So it's pronounced Alameda. Alameda. So I came close. Alameda. That's how it's pronounced. Alameda. Okay. Wow, my goodness. My goodness. That's I'm just lost for words, man. I'm just really lost for words. And it just hit me, man. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry. You know, usually y'all hear me going off. I really don't know what to say. I can't even get my words together. I just don't know what to say. That confirmation and to hear what I heard just got me lost for words, man. So you're gonna hear me. I'm just constant. It's like I'm just repeating myself on this one, and I am. I'm just repeating myself. I don't know what to say. I'm fucked up about this. I am. I really am. And let me just say this, let me just say this, and y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments on this story. And thank y'all for updating me on this. Now we just waiting on what's the cause of death and what did these two assholes do to this child, But what got me is looking at that baby playing and how happy she was. That's what got me. 1, 2, the jealousy of a mother who gave birth to this child, and she got jealousy of her own child because the child was getting more attention than her. And she's supposed to. She's 8 years old, for crying out loud. She's 8 years old. What the hell you think she's supposed to do? But then again, what are we looking at something like this? This dude you was dating, you probably was giving him more attention than you was doing her. Considering what we're hearing, that you left this child alone with your mom for periods of time. So not you was giving him, and probably not only him, probably any other man, if you was prostituting, he probably was your pimp. So you was giving them more of your time than her. So, ma'am, how do you think she may have felt when you weren't around her for a long period of time as it's being put out there? How do you think she may have felt? But again, you were so selfish thinking about your own self because you was jealous of your 8-year-old daughter. So you did everything you could to put the attention on you because you felt like the family wouldn't give you enough attention. So you went to people who you felt like would give you more attention than your daughter. Mental illness or not, but if this is accurate, and I'm accurate about you, then ma'am, you're a piece of shit. Just like your boyfriend, a piece of shit. He ran because he know he guilty. That's why he ran. And he's probably 9 times out of 10 when he does get caught, he gonna put everything on you and make you take the fall because he's selfish like that and use your mental illness as his scapegoat to get out. I guarantee you that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna make you take the whole fall on everything. He's gonna make you take the fall for everything because he's selfish too. They say 2 people who are alike don't get along. I agree with that to an extent. I do. I really do. But sometimes I think they get along just well. They're a perfect match. And it sounds like that may be the case between y'all two because both of y'all selfish. Neither one of y'all gave a damn about this baby. Y'all didn't. Now the family, I don't know. I guess I'd have to hear more of the family, what they try to do to get this girl to safety. I don't know. But according to what this cousin, maybe the cousin did care. Who knows? Or maybe the cousin is put in front of the camera. You just don't know. But y'all know me. I just look at all this stuff. You just don't know. But I'm going to see if I can find this lady and maybe I can talk to her and get more details about how everything was going on with this baby. And then furthermore, he's not the biological dad. So we have to ask the question, where is the biological dad? And hopefully he will come out and speak about this situation. Guys, I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for keeping up in the loop about this baby story. And if anybody out there who knows about this baby too, whether you a friend or whatnot, I would love to open my platform to you so you could tell me more about this child's death. But for now, guys, all we can do now is stay tuned for more updates and see how all this is going to play out and what happened to this baby. All right? Y'all be safe out there. Peace.